Right. Okay. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to another sound and pranic healing ceremony online. So glad you've decided to join in again. And for those of you on the Zoom call, thank you so much for joining. Let's, before we start, let's just ask for blessings. Say a prayer to open the space. So just want to invite you to have your hands over your heart. Awareness on the heart and the crown. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to the archangels, holy angels, especially healing angels, protector angels, and angels of love, to the spiritual helpers and teachers, to the ascended masters, to the saints, to all the healing ministers, all the great ones, to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, especially Buddha Avalokiteshvara, to our sacred teams, especially Saint Germain, Arotutu, Prisha, Katunopina, Saint Midnight, Archangel Michael, Goddess Isis, Lord Rabbi Yehosho Paramedium, excuse me, Lord Mahaguruji Meling, to my spiritual teachers, Master Chokok Sui and Master Ko, to Mother Earth and all the plant medicines, we humbly ask for your divine blessings, love, kindness, compassion, for divine illumination, divine oneness, for abundance of prosperity, inner healing and physical healing, for the inner strength to continue with our spiritual practices, for divine assistance, divine soothing healing energies, divine guidance, divine protection. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it, and in full faith, so it is. Okay, so let's get this in here. Let's talk about forgiveness. So a couple of the people in the call, won't name names, I'm just talking about things that upset them, things that made them kind of feel resentful or angry in certain ways, or maybe they're kind of coming out of like a tumultuous time and wanting more forward momentum. And I think that really at any point in our journey, we're always going to experience something that upsets us. We're probably always going to experience something that frustrates us. Maybe we have certain expectations of something going a certain way and it doesn't happen. And then maybe that creates some anger, some frustration, resentment, and any number of feelings that may or may not come up with that. I think that whether this be towards someone else or towards yourself, it's important to understand the importance of forgiveness. So one of the things that my teacher, Master Ko, puts it, and his teacher, Master Chokok Sui, is that it's important to distinguish that there are two types of forgivenesses. There's external forgiveness and internal forgiveness. The way I like to look at it is external forgiveness is for some. So not everyone in the external world, in the physical reality, necessarily deserves forgiveness for the things that they've done. However, when it comes to the inner world, the looking at the soul level and above, then everybody deserves forgiveness. Because at the end of the day, we are all souls trying to grow and evolve and learn. And in order for us to grow, evolve, and learn, what that requires is for us to make mistakes. As my teacher puts it, evolution involves time, process, and lots of mistakes. So by going through and understanding that everything that we do, whether it be not a mistake or a mistake, it's all so that our soul can grow and evolve. And really, in order for us to continue to find healing on the inside, on the internal world, we have to be able to forgive others and forgive ourselves. So say, for example, someone does something to you that is hurtful in some way. On the external world, thinking about what are the actions you need to take given this thing. Maybe it's something as simple as, okay, I need to have a conversation with this person and make them aware of what I'm experiencing and setting some kind of boundary, all the way to maybe something more extreme of getting the cops involved, getting lawyers involved, doing what you need to do in order to make yourself safe in whatever situation you're in. So that's the external world. That's what you need to do in the external world. And then internally, recognizing that no matter how severe, no matter how justified you feel in whatever the person did, like, oh, it's totally justified, they did this horrible thing, I'm justified in feeling this way. No matter how justified it is, you need to recognize that without letting go of that anger, without letting go of that resentment, again, no matter how justified, that anger, that resentment, that hatred, whatever it is, will just fester inside of your body and start to create pain, start to create disease, and really start to break down and destroy your body from the inside. One thing I've always found interesting is that high-level clairvoyance, this is coming from a spiritual perspective, clairvoyance being people who can see energy and see the different thought forms. When clairvoyants look at anger or resentment or hatred, what it looks like to them is it looks like this very kind of red, spiky looking energy. So this kind of pokey energy that just kind of makes holes in your aura, makes holes in your body, in your energy body, your physical body, etc. So it's essentially like, you could look at it one way of like, when you're holding on to anger, it's essentially like trying to hug a cactus. Like, you're just really holding on. You're like hugging the cactus. And the more that you hold it tightly, the more it just makes you bleed and it makes you hurt. So the more that we can just relax and let it go and forgive and understand that we are all souls, we are all growing and evolving, and evolution involves time, process, and lots of mistakes, then we can let that go and then understand, like, holding this kind of dual mindset of like, I forgive you, I understand that we're all making mistakes, I get it, and also whatever you did, I'm not going to stand for, and here's what I'm going to do. And I'm not doing it out of anger, I'm doing it as a minimum required action that I need to take, whether that be something, again, of I have a conversation with you, all the way to, like, I don't know, if it's a job, you're firing them, or you're getting the cops involved, etc. Only you're going to know really what the right move is with that stuff. But understanding that, again, you don't want to do it out of anger. One of the things that I find that many people seek or want when it comes to the spiritual path is they really want to find inner peace. They really want to find and experience this state of calmness, this state of peace, this state of bliss, connection with God, the higher beings, connection with others, and just kind of this more joyful, more pleasant experience in their life. Oftentimes, a huge thing that stops people from getting there is holding on to things like anger, holding on to things like resentment or hatred. Inner peace, really, at the end of the day, is an absence of thoughts, an absence of emotions. So it's an emptying out, it's a purging. So by coming to these ceremonies that we're doing today, or doing any type of like sound healing, meditation, energy healing, any type of thing that might flush out negative emotions or thoughts, you're taking steps towards that inner peace by flushing out and purging and disintegrating all the stuff that you don't want anymore. So by letting go of anger, resentment, letting go of fears, anxieties, even the positive stuff like happiness, joy, love, all those emotions, dumping them out, letting them go, and recognizing that they're not you. And once you really start to connect with that inner being, that inner self, the soul, then you start to experience things like inner peace, and then you begin to start the process of merging with your higher soul. So in pranic healing, something my teacher, Master Ko and Master Cho has said, is that there's an affirmation that we do oftentimes in many of the meditations. Some of you may have heard me say this. Some of you may have heard me say this in like maybe the in-person ceremonies, maybe sometimes in the previous online ones. I can't remember for sure if I have or not. But essentially, the I am affirmation is saying that I'm not the body, I'm not the emotions, I'm not the thoughts, and I'm not even the mind. I am the soul. I'm a being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. So recognizing that you're not the body, you're not the emotions, you're not the thoughts, you're not any of those things, that's not who you truly are, can start to help you to detach and let go of things like anger and resentment and fears, anxieties, all these things that might be kind of holding you down and stopping things like forward momentum, or stopping you from being able to forgive somebody or set boundaries or whatever it might be that you need to do. But recognizing that this is who we truly are. So one way to kind of show this that my teacher, Master Ko, puts is I say, okay, move your right arm. You move your right arm. Who's moving your right arm? You might say, I'm moving right arm. I moved my right arm. Okay. So then if I say, recall a time when you felt happy, recall that memory, what does it feel like? What do you feel when you feel that memory? I'm like, okay, I feel happy. I feel happy in this memory. I feel happiness. Who's feeling that emotion? And you might say, I'm feeling that emotion. So, okay, I'm moving my body. I'm feeling my emotion. And then I might say, think of a red apple. Think of something you might have to do later. Think of your day. Think of what you ate for breakfast. Who's thinking those thoughts? I am. I'm thinking of those thoughts. I'm thinking of the apple, my breakfast, whatever. Who is the I in all these situations? I'm not this body. I'm moving the body. I'm not these emotions. I'm feeling these thoughts. Or I'm feeling these emotions. I'm not those thoughts. I'm thinking those thoughts. So I'm the mover of my body. I'm the feeler of my feelings. I'm the thinker of my thoughts. And once you start to recognize this and recognize that you're none of those things, you are just the I am presence, the soul, the observer of these things, the mover, the feeler, the thinker, but that doesn't mean that you are those things. Very similarly to a carpenter making something. So they say they make a table. Just because they made the table doesn't mean they are the table. Just because they made a chair doesn't mean they are a chair. It just means that they made something. And that's something that they made. They created this thing. It's the same thing with emotions, same thing with thoughts. All emotions that are in our body, in our chakras, are a combination of either something that we created, either in this lifetime or in a past lifetime, or they were installed into us by society, by our friends, by our parents, by people around us. We absorbed those emotions and thoughts and we kind of took them on and maybe start to believe or act in certain ways. But recognizing that no matter what those emotions are, no matter what the thoughts are, none of those are us. None of those are actually us. We're just using those as a soul to learn and grow and evolve. Because we are spiritual beings having a physical experience in this reality. In order to grow and evolve, and for our soul to grow and evolve. Okay. Kind of went on a rant there. Any questions from anyone on the call about any of that stuff? Okay. So let's talk briefly about the sound ceremony before we go into that. One of the most important things you can do throughout the entire sound and pranic healing ceremony is to relax, allow, and receive. The more that you relax, allow, and receive, the better all of this is going to work for you. One thing that I find really, really helpful for most people is, say you start to experience things like anger or resentment or some fears. Maybe some of that is starting to rise up and float up in your awareness. Or maybe you notice like your fists are clenching or your jaw is clenching, or you notice like your mind is just racing about certain things. One simple thing that you can do is to silently say to yourself, I allow, and then whatever it is you're experiencing. So if it's anger, resentment coming to the surface, I allow this anger, resentment. If it's clenching of the fists, I allow my fist to be clenched. I allow this tension in my jaw. I allow all these thoughts, all these things that I'm thinking about. I allow, I allow, I allow. And for most people, just by saying things like I allow and then the thing will give you permission to feel it and then to ultimately to let it go. Because when we, for example, we start to say, we'll just stick with anger, say anger starts to arise in us, there's a tendency, especially with more negative or heavier emotions, there's a tendency for our body to kind of tense up or tighten. And when that tension, that tightness happens, that emotion kind of gets held in and it kind of stays in us. And maybe a little bit of it kind of releases, but a lot of it will just get held in and stay. Versus if we allow ourselves to relax and we allow ourselves to feel the emotion, no matter how intense or crazy it is, we allow ourselves to move through it and just allow and relax and flow with whatever's coming up, that will ultimately allow the emotion to come to the surface, leave the body, and then be disintegrated and released back into the ether, back into nothing, basically. Which the energy isn't being destroyed, it's just being dismantled for science geeks. But yeah, essentially, you want to relax, allow, receive. The more that you do that, the better it is. Throughout the ceremony, you may start to hear things that are pleasant to the ear. Things that you like, things that start to bring love or bliss or peace or whatever it might be. And if you're experiencing that, awesome, cool, thumbs up. Other times, you may experience sounds or feelings that are more unpleasant. And there's a tendency that when we hear things that we don't like, a lot of people will tend to kind of put all the blame on the sound. Like, oh, the sound is the source of my problems, I don't like this, I want it to stop, etc. And if you find yourself in that, try to catch yourself in that, and instead bring your awareness back to the body and try to feel, where am I noticing this in my body? What am I experiencing? Am I feeling any sensations? Am I feeling tightness? Is my chest or my stomach tightening up? Am I noticing kind of like a cool or a heat sensation? Or maybe there's memories floating up, and just allowing all of these things to be, and then saying to yourself, I allow this, I allow these feelings, I allow these thoughts, I allow these emotions, I allow these to come to the surface and to be released. I allow, I allow, I allow. Okay, I think that's enough talking. So, I just want to invite everybody to get ready, get comfortable, either seated or laying down, and we will start in a moment. Okay. So just inviting you to close the eyes if you haven't done so already. We're going to do a few slow, deep breaths together. So breathing into the nose, expanding the belly like a balloon and holding at the top. And letting it go through the mouth. Breathing into the nose, expanding the belly like a balloon, and holding. And letting it go. One last one, breathing in through the nose, expanding the belly. And letting it go. Letting the breath return to normal with the eyes still closed. I want you to imagine, sense, feel, or see this violet light is washing over your entire body. And this violet light is entering into every part of your being, saturating the blood, the bones, all the organs, every cell in your body is saturated in violet light. And just allowing, relaxing, and letting go. imagining floating above your crown is a brilliant light. Allow your complete awareness to melt into that brilliant light. Be still. Be aware. And let go. Gently, gently coming back to the body. Gently coming back to the body, keeping the eyes closed. Do some clearing on your aura and your chakras. Just be receptive, be open. The divine energy from God is coming down through all the higher beings, through your spiritual teacher, through your higher soul, and it's coming down and entering into your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is being flooded with spiritual light, being cleansed, deeply cleansed. Your crown chakra is cleansed of all negative energies and energized. Your Ajna chakra, the spiritual light is flooding down, filling into your forehead chakra, cleansing your forehead chakra, cleansing your Ajna chakra. The spiritual light from God and all the higher beings is coming down, cleansing deeply your Ajna chakra. Ajna, I want you to cleanse, heal, energize, and balance all the chakras and hormones now. So be it, so be it, so be it. Thank you, Ajna. Your Ajna is being deeply cleansed. Your back head chakra is being deeply, deeply cleansed. The spiritual light is flooding down, filling into your head, cleansing your entire head, filling into your throat chakra, cleansing your throat chakra of all negative energies, all negative self-talk, all worry, excessive worry, anxiety, fears is being disintegrated now from your throat chakra and cleansed and properly disposed of. The spiritual light is going down, down, filling into your back heart, cleansing your back heart chakra, going into your front heart chakra, cleansing and energizing your back heart chakra. Throat chakra is energized. The spiritual light is flooding down, down, washing over you, filling into the front solar plexus chakra, cleansing the front solar plexus chakra of all anger, resentment, fears, anxieties, all stress energies, shame, humiliation. Your liver is being deeply, deeply cleansed. Your front solar plexus is cleansed. Your spleen is cleansed. So be it. The spiritual light is entering into your back solar plexus chakra, cleansing all subconscious energies and beliefs, all resentment, anger, fears, calcified ideas, calcified fears in your kidneys. Your kidneys are cleansed. Your back liver is cleansed. Back solar plexus is cleansed. Your back spleen is being cleansed. All of it's being deeply, deeply cleansed in the name of God, in the name of all the higher beings. Your spine is being deeply, deeply cleansed. The spiritual energy is going down, down, entering into your navel chakra, cleansing your navel chakra of all negative energies. Your secondary navel chakra is being cleansed of all negative energies. Your navel and secondary navel are being energized, energized, energized. So be it. Your front solar plexus, back solar plexus are energized now. Your sex chakra is being deeply, deeply cleansed of all negative energies. Your hips are being cleansed. Your reproductive organs are being cleansed. All the sexual energy, all the sex chakra is being deeply, deeply cleansed. Now, all shame, humiliation, fears, anger, resentment is being deeply, deeply cleansed from your sex chakra. Now, so be it. Your perineum is cleansed. Your basic chakra is being deeply, deeply cleansed. Your spine again is being cleansed. Your basic chakra, sex chakra are energized now, so be it. Your hips are being cleansed. Your legs are being cleansed. Your knees, your ankles, your feet, your soul chakras are being deeply, deeply cleansed now, so be it. So be it. Disintegrate. Your entire body, your entire aura, all your chakras are being deeply cleansed now, so be it. With the help and blessings of God, with the help of all the higher beings in your higher soul, your aura and your chakras and your hormones are being cleansed, energized, healed, and balanced. So be it, and so it is. All negative cords cut. And just silently repeat after me. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all these divine healing energies now. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all these divine healing energies now. I completely, deeply, permanently, gratefully accept, absorb, fully assimilate all these divine healing energies now on all levels, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, astrally, etherically, and physically. So be it, and so it is. Thank you. Just gently, gently coming back to the body. Inviting you to wiggle the hands and fingers, feet and toes. Gently coming back. And slowly and gently opening the eyes and making your way back up to a seated position. Okay. So hope everyone's feeling better and enjoyed that. Let's do a little bit of just short physical movement so we don't leave you with energy congestion. So what I want you to do is I want you to just massage your face. Just massage the face. Massaging the face, tapping the top of the head, going back, top of the head, going back, just tap, 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 tap. Tapping down to the chest, standing up, not knocking things over hopefully, tapping the chest, tapping the stomach area, the right side where the liver is located, the left side of the spleen, entire abdomen area, just tap, tap, tap. Tapping the kidneys, the lower back, the hips, going down the left leg, tapping on both sides of the left leg, going all the way down to the feet. Tapping the right leg, going all the way down, both sides of the right leg, going all the way down to the feet. And then just shaking the whole body. Just shake, shake, shake the whole body. Shake it out, just shake it out. Okay, that's good enough. Let's have a seat if you'd like. Okay. So just a couple quick announcements for everybody on YouTube, and then I'll stay on the call for a few more minutes for everyone on Zoom. If you'd like to join these live, I do these every second and fourth Saturdays of the month, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you would like to take this deeper and work one-on-one together, all this stuff works just as well remote. Distant healing is a thing. And if you'd like to really dive in on helping to heal some kind of ailment that you have, whether that be a physical ailment or an emotional mental ailment, pranic healing and sound healing can be really, really powerful with healing certain things. One of the things that I really like about pranic healing, for example, is that there is a lot of research and study that went into figuring out basically how energy works and how these certain systems can help people with certain illnesses. So, for example, there's tons of books that have been written from my spiritual teacher, Mr. Chokok Sui. And what he's ended up finding was that with certain ailments, there are always certain places of the body or certain energy centers, chakras, that are always affected given a certain ailment on somebody. So, for example, if somebody has a respiratory illness, there tends to be negative energy in the solar plexus, the midsection, negative energy in the lungs, in the heart area, in the throat especially, in the ajna, kind of around here, and a little bit on the crown. So by knowing this, we can then use energy to sweep out and extract that negative energy and disintegrate it. We throwing it away in like salt water or something. And once that negative energy, those blockages are released, your body can then come to a place of, or a state of healing and accelerated healing. And you'll be able to move through whatever it is at a much faster rate than maybe if you didn't receive the energy healing. And there's tons and tons of protocols, anything from a simple headache all the way to helping cancer patients out, or even emotional mental things like depression, anxiety, all these different things that we experience in our day-to-day life. Or some of us, maybe not all of us, but some of us experience any range of emotions. So if that's something that you want to receive help on or connect with me on, please check the link below, the link tree, or the sign up. It's somewhere down there in the description, either through the link tree or the Soul Resonance healing page. Schedule a discovery call and we can talk more deeply about whatever it was or whatever it is you're looking to get help on, and we can see if we'd be a good fit to work together. So I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Let's say a closing prayer to close the space. So hands over the heart, awareness on the heart and the crown. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Mother, to the archangels, holy angels, especially healing angels, protector angels, and angels of love, to the spiritual helpers and teachers, to the ascended masters, to the saints, to all the healing ministers, all the great ones, to all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, especially Buddha Avalokiteshvara, to our sacred teams, especially Saint Germain, Arotutu, Prisha Katunopina, Saint Midnight, Archangel Michael, Goddess Isis, Lord Rabbi Yehoshua Banaminium, Lord Mahaguruji Meling, to my spiritual teachers, Master Chokok Sui and Master Ko, to Mother Earth and all the plant medicines. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all your priceless blessings and for all that you do. Thank you. Lord God, please assign a healing angel and protector angel to everybody watching this call, or this video, or on this call, to continue the healing until it is complete. And please close all portals. With thanks and in full faith, so be it, and so it is. Okay. See you next time, YouTube. Bye-bye.